Is Jimmy just gone from scapegoat to, let's call it cologne for, this upcoming season?
Yes.
Because everybody says what? Can't win a Super Bowl with a rookie QB.
Can't do it. Can't even get to a Super Bowl with one.
Right. So if you start a rookie Super Bowl, we just left the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Last year was awful, but the only excuse for last year was injuries.
Yeah.
So if we blow up the team now and go back to semi-bad or, just mediocre, like, how are we going to sell that?
Yeah.
If we keep Jimmy, Eric Davis, love him. We still a Super Bowl contender because we have Jimmy. We have a veteran quarterback.
Eric Davis does love him.
Yeah, he does. He loves Jimmy. I don't get it, but he loves Jimmy. I get his logic because it's like if all you ever had is sugar and that's the only thing that's ever made you feel good, and they give you salt every now and then, but they don't know how to cook with salt. Yeah. You give me that sugar. But just because, like we said, just because Mullins and CJ weren't great doesn't make Jimmy a world beater.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that's what they're using Jimmy for this year. Because if you really had hopes of a Super Bowl, why would you do the 1-year deal on everybody? Like, it hurts the cap to do these 1-year deals. So I think it's just all papering over what you really want to do instead of just saying, look, okay, like we're saying, like they want to say the plan is working.
Yes.
Instead of just saying, you know what, things didn't go the way we wanted to the first 3 or 4 years. Yes, we ended up in a Super Bowl, but this foundation isn't gonna take us where we want to go eventually. So we're chipping off Jimmy. We're starting this guy, Trey Lance. He's our future, and we're building around that.
Yep.
If these vets on 1-year deals don't want to get with it, we will ship them off best we can and bring in some young guys, raise some practice squads. But that's not what, that's what we're doing. What we're doing is we're selling the fact that because we have Jimmy G, we're a Super Bowl contender. Right. And I don't see it. I mean, it's relying on a lot of luck to get there.
I see it the other way around. To me, as long as Jimmy Garoppolo is on this team with this contract, they're not a Super Bowl contender. You can't have the most overpaid player in the league on your team and be a Super Bowl contender. He's the problem. And they're selling it that he's the
solution.
Not the solution, but like he's the one giving them a possibility when no, it's the talented quarterback making $6 million this year. I don't care how old he is. I think a rookie quarterback's going to do it. It's only been 10 years of his rookie wage scale, which is the relevant time. Don't tell me about 2004 or 1997. That doesn't matter. Or the 80s. Dan Marino didn't do it. Who cares? The whole thing is that these guys seem to be pretty good. Look at how good Justin Herbert was. Look at how good most of these young quarterbacks are that can move. And then you figure in how cheap they are. Well, then you could put together a great team around them and they're ready to compete. So we saw it with Russell Wilson. He won in his second year. He was deep in the playoffs his first year. And he wasn't the reason they didn't win a Super Bowl his rookie year. It was the team wasn't quite good enough. Then they improved it.
And I think the one thing Trey has that could help you win a Super Bowl, like if we look at some of the teams that have won a Super Bowl and their quarterback. Flacco played great, okay, but let's look at like a Brad Johnson.
Yeah,
like if you can not turn the ball over, if you can manage, I mean, like we said, Ben was close. Ben Roethlisberger was his second year. Maybe third.
His first year. I think he went 13-3 his first year.
Yeah, but I mean the Super Bowl.
I think he won the Super Bowl like his second or third year. Yeah.
So you like if Kyle manages the rookie QB right, you don't have to like completely blow up your Super Bowl chances. But it's kind of like. I'm about to start dating this other chick, but I don't want to let go of the girl I'm with right now. And I think a lot of it is save the face too. I've never understood it. People are like, I mean, maybe you can explain this. I gotta get something for Jimmy.
Hey, that's what I think it is. I gotta get something.
Was what 3 years ago?
Yes.
Like the pick is irrelevant. That second round pick is irrelevant now. Well, who cares if you get something for Jimmy? You saving damn near $30 million.
Yeah.
On your cap. Who cares if you get a pick back for Jimmy. I don't get that part. Like,
I get the feeling that there were offers for Jimmy Garoppolo last year after the Super Bowl that they turned down, and they feel dumb because now their offers aren't there, and the option is cut him, and they're thinking, we just a year ago we had a good offer, and now it's if we could just get him one good year, the offers would come back, and it's like you're chasing the dragon, man. It's not coming back. Just
man,
move on. Just move on.
like that is a bad habit. And that
It's
is
a
a great
bad habit. You don't want to chase the dragon.
You do not want it. Ladies and gentlemen, do not chase the dragon.
You don't.
Google it if you need to know what that means.
That's what they're doing.
It is. And like, why would you be ready to move on to Brady if you didn't have an offer for Jimmy? Like, there's no way you were going to pay both of them. And
I mean, think about it. If the Niners had traded Jimmy after 2017, those 5 games, they could have got 3 first-round picks.
Oh, yeah.
His value was here, and now it's like they can't fathom it. Yeah. They had this stock and it's tanked, and they think,
we have to. It's like if you make a purchase,
yes.
And it's like maybe it was a bad purchase, maybe it looked like a good purchase, but it wasn't. And instead of just walking away from it, it's like I gotta get something because I made a bad decision or it turned out badly. I gotta get something for that.
Yes.
And it's like, why? Like, just move on. Because a lot of times, like we say, addition by subtraction. So a lot of times you can get better by just moving on from a situation. I told a friend of mine, like, it's like in a relationship, like a person can change.
Yes.
But a person won't change for you. If they're already that person, they're not going to change for you because you already put up with it.
That's true.
A lot of times you hang on because it's like, I could see a good person there. Or if they did this, this, and this, man, they would be a great mate. But they're not going to do that for you. Maybe they move on and are the perfect husband or wife for somebody else, but they can't be that for you. Jimmy might be good somewhere else, but he can't be that for us anymore. And we've already told him that by drafting a quarterback at number 3.
Right. And real quick, the thing with this topic, they're hyping him up. He's the hype man of this Revenge Tour 2.0, this Super Bowl run. But really, that's not, I don't believe that's what it is. I mean, they want him, if he's on the field, it's only to try to boost up his trade value. That's what the meaning of the season becomes. And that to me is very dangerous because the meaning of every season should be to win the Super Bowl. You don't put anything above that.
Or at least give
your best chance
for eventual Super Bowl success.
Exactly. Yes.
And how do you, the other thing is, like you're saying, like, okay, like give me the best case scenario of starting Jimmy.
Yeah. I mean, the best case scenario is he stays healthy and plays like he plays in 2019. I mean, do you see him improving? How?
Not really, but let's go with your scenario. How do you move on if he does that?
Right, exactly.
Number 3 overall pick.
It's even harder to make the transition next year. Yes.
There's no good scenario. Okay, he comes out and gets hurt. That lowers his trade value.
Yeah, but or he goes out and plays well, stays healthy, and then you're like, well, how do you trade him now?
Well, how do you trade him now? Now you're looking at Jed York's crazy scenario of let's sit a guy for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does he even realize how much money that is? Like, I know Jimmy's probably like $54 million over the next 2 years.
Yes.
And the number 3 pick, like I heard y'all talking about Bosa, he was like $9 million this year as number 2. So I'm thinking what, 8, 7, 8, 9 million?
Like 6 at first and 7. He'll end up at around 10. Yeah.
So it's like $68 million on 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yep.
So that makes no sense. So you just, like we said, you chasing the dragon with Jimmy, or you just using him to sell something that's not really viable.
Exactly.
But you don't want to tell the fan base that. Like y'all were going over, like you're in the same category with the Detroit Lions and the expansion Jacksonville Jaguars as far as winning seasons go.
Yes. That's true. Four in the last since 2003.
Embrace it as in like this is who we're gonna be. I'm saying accept it and say things are gonna change, but they're not gonna happen overnight.
Right.
We made a mistake with Jimmy. We're moving on. We got this new guy. We're going to build around him and take it forward.
Yeah, and give our best support to the new guy instead of riding the fence. Because when you ride the fence, you're not really doing either player justice, giving him his best chance to
Exactly.
succeed, Jimmy or Trey.